What is up, guys? Welcome to tomorrow's Yesterday in Sports. Today I'm joined by my brothers Miguel and Antonio. We're going to be discussing Week 1 of NFL regular season. We're going to be talking about our thoughts on Aaron Rodgers and the Packers, the new power rankings and where a few of the teams have fallen. And we're going to be discussing the number 1 and number 2 NFL draft picks, Trevor Lawrence and Zach Wilson, and their performance. And of course, we're going to be talking about our Super Bowl predictions and if they've changed after watching the first week of games. Thank you for clicking on our video. If you do enjoy, please like and subscribe. Also, leave your comments as to what you think of our opinions and takes. All right, let's get to it. Okay, so with the NFL, I think we should start with Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers.
That was a joke of a week.
Not a joke of a week.
For them.
For them, yeah.
For their offense. Aaron Jones, Devontae Adams.
We're speaking fantasy here. I got Aaron Rodgers on my fantasy team.
I got Devontae Adams.
Let me make something very clear. He got me -1 point. I had another player who got me 0.28 points, and I beat his ass. I put up 144 points.
Not even
with
that.
a quarterback who got me -1 point and a receiver who got me 0.28
Not
points.
even that. I played Braden, who had Aaron Rodgers and Aaron Jones. And he still beat me. So, because Ezekiel, he effed me over. Literally.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
But
okay.
to the actual game.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to say it, and I don't like it. I'm going to have to say that bigger storyline than Aaron Rodgers doing what he did was Jameis Winston doing what he did. It was insane.
Yeah.
But part of me wonders, was it because the Packers as an organization was so unprepared for that game?
Was it because of Aaron,
The problems off
fits
the,
he was throwing?
yeah, absolutely. But did Jameis Winston handle their team because their team wasn't ready, or did he handle their team because he actually would have done that regardless?
Well, that's what we'll see in week 2.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw memes on TikTok that is he throwing it, which I think that would be. I don't buy that he's throwing it because that's just.
Did you hear what Matt LaFleur said?
No.
He said it was an embarrassing loss, all this stuff, and then Aaron Rodgers came out and said, "I don't know that I would call it embarrassing." Basically, saying complete opposite. He said, "I don't think I would call it embarrassing. It was week 1."
But it was embarrassing because of the mentality, or because of the mannerisms that you saw as a team. It was an embarrassing.
And so that's
loss.
what also scares me, is because you have a coach who goes out and says this was an embarrassing loss, embarrassing performance, and then the quarterback comes out right after and says, "I don't know that I would call it embarrassing," and kind of like.
I don't think they get along.
I don't believe for a second that Aaron Rodgers starts every game this year.
I think
he'll finish every
I don't
game.
think he threw the game. I think that would.
No.
I think any quarterback of his caliber who would throw a game is just. I mean, the longest yard is a perfect example. You know what I mean? It's like that's your reputation would just be so screwed. But I wouldn't be surprised if after he performs the way he did, that he's almost showing off this like. It is what it is.
Yeah.
In order to try to get off of the team. Not that he did. I don't think he played in a way intentionally, but I think it could be intentional the way he's acting about it.
Which screws a lot of people on the Packers.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Aaron Jones, Devontae Adams.
They'll just leave. They'll go somewhere else.
After this season, yes.
Yeah, they're going to be good either way.
If he gets traded this season.
He's not going to get traded this season.
Well, that's Diego's point. Is he's doing that to try and get off the team.
What's
they're not
going
to. They're not going to wait till after the season if they're going to get rid of.
Nope, they won't. They won't because
he's a free agent after the season.
They'll bench him. They'll just bench him.
They want to get something. You can get anything in return for Aaron Rodgers, so might as well trade him rather than let him go in free agency.
No, because if he's by the time they trade him, if they're going to trade him, it's because they're doing horrible.
That's
right.
Fine.
So at that point, it's not even worth trying to get somebody to revamp your season. You just finish it with what it is.
Getting something
you
out
get
of
Jordan
Aaron
Love
Rodgers.
in there.
That's my point.
What you're gonna get out of Aaron Rodgers is he doesn't want to be there. It doesn't seem like he wants to be there. So let him give Jordan Love all the knowledge that he can.
What I'm saying.
I do. But why do you need to get something for him right now?
I'm saying if he does not want to be there, and the Packers can see that, they're not going to wait till after the season to let him leave.
Who do you think is going to trade somebody to get Aaron Rodgers in the middle of the season?
The Broncos.
Antonio, they'd have to trade their whole team.
Not really.
You're telling me they're not going to send 3 sorry receivers to get Aaron Rodgers?
Obviously not, but they can send people who they can replace.
Who do the Broncos have on their team?
I don't know, but if the Packers want to get something in return, they will take anything. So if the Broncos
No. That's where you're wrong. The Packers are not going to take anything to get rid of Aaron Rodgers.
Better than taking nothing.
No. What's better is put him on the bench.
You think that he will sit on the bench and coach Jordan Love?
I don't think it matters what he decides to do when he gets put on the bench because that's his fault. What he's doing is he's showing that he can be a little petty. And do you want to deal with petty all the time?
I mean,
especially,
hang on.
Right now, if you're going to look at it right now, if you're going to base it off of week 1, the guy's on a downhill.
Perfect argument.
I mean, I don't agree, but you could base that off week 1.
Tom Brady was not the most pleasant person.
I can't do it. With the Tom Brady
Hang on, no,
stuff.
It's nothing bad. Hang on.
Oh my god.
Tom Brady was not the most pleasant person when he did not want to be on the Patriots, right?
Yeah. He still went out there and won. Tom Brady wasn't happy, which I don't remember seeing much about him being like unhappy, I want to leave, right? He still went and played for the team that he was on and performed to the best of his ability.
No. He left that same offseason that he said, I don't want to be here.
But the off season. Because Aaron Rodgers should have left if he didn't want to play.
He couldn't.
He could have said, I'm not showing up. Rob Gronkowski did it.
He should pull a Gronk. At this point, he should just pull a Gronk. What?
I look at Aaron Rodgers and I say, if I retire, I'm done.
No. You look at
it's a strategic thing, though. I'm saying retire as a strategy. If I don't want to play for the Packers, then I'm going to make it happen. And if I'm going to listen, and if I am going to stay, then you better put your ass on the field and work as hard as you can because it's your job. It's your job.
Here's honestly, my thing. Maybe Aaron Rodgers went out there week 1, sucked just to prove a point and say, you need me more than I need you.
But again, I don't think he sucked on purpose.
But what I'm saying is maybe he sucked a little bit
need him more than he needs them.
I don't
because Jordan Love came in and he did all right. You're a great quarterback, one of the greatest of all time. So how many Super Bowls do you have? Like, what have you done for the Packers?
I just want to. Whenever Super Bowl wins come up, I just always think about the fact that Tom Brady has more wins than any individual team. He is the most winningest. He's the winningest.
He's the winningest Super Bowl team in the NFL history.
Anyways, true. Going to the Buccaneers though, because last week we talked about the fact that they have every single player that they had in the Super Bowl, so they are probably the most likely to get to the Super Bowl. But something we didn't think about, and something that the commentators pointed out during the game, is the fact that they don't have depth. So you get 4, 5, 6 of those guys injured. I don't think they're as shoo-in as we thought after realizing that they don't have depth.
Can I say
no?
Two
I
things?
mean, all it was they should be the favorite. They should be the favorite starting the season.
2 things. They struggled.
Yeah, they did.
And 2, the Cowboys lost that game by giving Tom Brady a minute and 30 seconds.
Yeah. But
because
Cowboys. What? Hang on. What did the Buccaneers struggle with? What part?
All of it.
Just because the Cowboys played out of their domes on both sides of the ball means that the Cowboys struggled? The Cowboys played awesome. Dak came out and handled his business. That doesn't mean that the Bucs struggled.
That means the defense of the Buccaneers struggled.
No, that means the offense of the Cowboys played outside their mind.
No. Did the Chiefs struggle?
The Browns should have won the game.
Did the Chiefs struggle?
I'm trying to think about the game. So the Chiefs defense struggled to stop the run in the first quarter.
Off of his argument, no. The Browns played out of their minds.
They did.
The
Their
Okay,
running game was
so that's
out
my
of
point.
their
So the Chiefs didn't
minds.
struggle then.
The
Okay.
Chiefs did though,
The
but the
Chiefs'
did
defense
struggle.
did struggle to stop the run game.
But the Bucks offense struggled to stop the
No, they're
pass
not
game.
though.
Here's a question: after Week 1, who is the most ready team to go to the Super Bowl right now?
Antonio, I want to know from you. 'Cause I
Who
don't-
would you say right now if you were to pick somebody as after this week to win the Super Bowl based off of
who
how they played?
looked off of Week 1? Who looked the most Super Bowl? Who overall?
Who looked
the
like a
most
Super Bowl team?
caliber team?
Yeah,
So
Just real quick, just
hang on, no, because
off
I
the
have
top of your mind.
Well,
Name first. Name
I
first.
say the Rams, but I would also have to say the Chiefs. In my
No.
opinion,
No.
in my opinion,
No,
Okay.
wrong because the Browns should have won that game.
but they
The
didn't.
punter blew it.
Okay,
The punter blew
here's
it.
my point. It's
They
a team sport.
The
If
Browns
the punter
played
blew
a
it, the punter
near.
blew it,
The Browns played a near perfect game,
and they lost.
Yes.
So
the
that's my
Cowboys
point,
played
is
a near perfect game and they lost.
a near
It's
perfect
not
game
the
does
Chiefs
not beat
struggling
the Chiefs.
necessarily.
So
A near perfect game doesn't beat the Chiefs.
I think
And
the season in general is just gonna because let's
so-
go to the power rankings real quick because we're the Bucks are number 1,
mm-hmm.
Chiefs are number 2,
Yeah.
Rams are number 3.
Yeah, the Rams were the most Super Bowl caliber looking team this week, but it's not like they went and like they didn't blow them out of the water.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like a blowout. So the fact the
But it
thing
was
that's happening,
good looking.
it was great looking. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say this about the Rams game. Yes, they looked very impressive. Matthew Stafford looked good.
No, he looked.
Hang on.
Matthew
The
Stafford
only reason
looked
I won't say great yet is because the first touchdown throw was an absolute blown coverage that shouldn't have been a touchdown because they didn't touch the man that was on the ground. 2 people ran past him.
Yeah.
And neglected to put a hand on him. Okay. Great throw. I'm not saying it wasn't a great throw. The other long touchdown pass was another blown coverage that he was basically wide open down the field.
You
He
want to know
looked
who
great.
I?
Hang
You
on, he
want to know
looked
who I
great.
attribute that to? Mr. McVay. That's
He
the
looked-
best coach
well,
in the NFL.
He looked
100%.
great, but
It's his
I want to
plays.
see more from him than 2 great passes
Yeah.
with blown coverage.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think everybody's going to want to see more from him because
Yeah, but
I mean,
but the team as a whole, right?
Yeah, the team-
He did
yeah.
it. Matthew Stafford stepped into and did exactly what we wanted him to do. And the defense played great. The run game was okay, and at the end it was good. And Matthew Stafford he handled the game. He managed the game great, and he listened to what his coach, who is the best coach in the NFL right now,
you know what I just
100%,
realized?
had to tell him.
No, I just realized
And
The
he made it
Rams
close.
did-
Jared Goff didn't do that.
the Rams did what they did. The defense looked as good as they did, and Aaron Donald, I believe, only had 1 sack,
Yeah.
They
And it was
mentioned
at
that.
the very
They
end.
mentioned
There was
that.
another player.
and it was at the very end of the game. So you have Aaron Donald sacking as much as he does in any other game, and they play the same way they did.
Bad, dude. That's
You're looking at the Rams.
This is the
are
year.
going to be mean this
Oh
year.
yeah. Oh,
Once
yeah.
Aaron Donald isn't playing, because I mean their O-line did phenomenal, the Bears, right? So once you get Aaron Donald back there sacking 3 or 4 times in a game, and the defense was playing the same way they did, and the offense played the same way they did,
Something that I looked at yesterday when I was talking to one of my buddies. The Rams, in my opinion, whoever comes out of the NFC should be the favorite to win the Super Bowl. The reason why is because if you look at the NFC and then you compare it to the teams in the AFC,
It's almost like
the
basketball.
that the
Western
Chiefs
and
have to
Eastern
play,
Conference.
the Chiefs have to play, right? Or that they have to come up on
Yeah.
top. It
It's
is
not- yeah.
it is ridiculously unbalanced. Who's the second best? The best team right now in the AFC is the Chiefs. I will say still, right? I don't have any. I think that the Chiefs are great. I really, really do. I just think that
they're a little bit over
a little bit. I think
and
like they're
also
great.
partially
They are
because of
great.
the,
They
because
really,
of the
really
strength
are.
of the strength of the
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, they really are great. But they just especially week 1, they didn't play great football. Right? They had to cut Patrick Mahomes had to do something, and he did. Right? Who's the second best team right now after week 1 in the AFC? Yeah,
The Browns.
the Browns.
Yeah.
The Browns.
Yeah.
And then the third best team right now after week 1, still
I don't know.
the Bills.
Yeah.
Other than that, no. Yes.
They-
That's my point.
They look.
That's my point.
Very pathetic.
That is the exact point that I'm making. The Bills looked really, really bad, and they're the third best team in the AFC right now.
Well,
Your AFC teams, your AFC, you have a division with the Bills, the Dolphins, the Patriots, the Jets. Okay,
So the Bills win.
Bills, yeah. The Steelers, the Bengals, the Browns, the Ravens. Browns. Yeah.
The Ravens
Steelers
didn't
are a
look
good team.
great at
Ravens
all.
didn't look great.
They did have a lot of
They
injuries.
looked
Yeah.
outstanding for the team that they're working with right now with the amount of
Yeah.
injuries they have. Outstanding.
And shout out to Tyron
my
Williams
gosh.
who played a great game.
Tyson Williams. Good
What did I
try,
say,
though.
Tyron?
Yeah. Tyson Williams.
Good try.
Close
Nice.
enough.
Okay,
Great.
well, keep going.
Texans, Jacksonville,
What is,
Colts,
what is this?
Titans, the AFC. That's the
Texans.
The Texans, the Jaguars, the Colts, and the Titans. And then the last is the Raiders, the Chiefs, the Broncos, the Chargers. That's
NFC now.
NFC. The NFC East is the worst division in football. The NFC East is the Eagles, the Cowboys, the Washington, and the Giants. Okay,
So do you
that's
think-
the worst? That's the worst division in the entire
So-
NFL. And then you have the Lions, the Bears, the Packers, the Vikings. That's a pretty good. That's a pretty good division.
Based off of last week? No.
All of them lost last week.
Yeah.
in that
Lions,
division.
Bears, Packers.
But they
Vikings.
if you look at what they
Yeah.
should be okay. The Saints, the Bucks, the Panthers, and the Falcons.
Okay.
So
This
really
next
good one.
division might be the best division of
The
football.
49ers, the Rams, the Cardinals, the Seahawks.
Oh,
Those
the Rams division.
Oh my
that is
gosh.
the hardest
Oh my
Since
division.
we
gosh.
just read off that division, there are two teams I want to talk about. The Arizona Cardinals,
Big time.
who looked
It looked dangerous.
stupid. Chandler Jones had 5 sacks.
Stupid
Yeah.
good.
Stupid
stupid
good.
good.
Yeah.
Chandler Jones had 5 sacks, and they shut down the Chiefs, or not the Chiefs, the Titans, and the Seahawks look good.
I effing hate Russell Wilson
he
so
looked
much.
good.
He looked great, but I
And
hate him. Like, frick. I
The
can't.
Colts looked pathetic under Carson
Yeah,
Wentz.
Carson Wentz is
And I did not
He's
think he was
garbage.
going to
Dude, I
start
can't
week 1.
he's
I can't stand Carson Wentz.
He's garbage. He was entitled. I think he's a little
Oh.
bit of an entitled
Oh,
dude.
he always was.
Yeah,
I always
no.
Yeah, but the problem is that because you have people like Aaron Rodgers who are entitled, where it's like, okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
you
he-
kind of deserve it. But at the same time, then you see Carson Wentz, you're like, you had one good
Exactly.
year.
Those are two different things because Aaron Rodgers has shown that he deserves a little
yeah.
bit.
Like
Carson Wentz went straight to the owner every time.
100%.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's so annoying. He's so annoying.
Back to the first game that we were talking about, right? Jameis Winston. Can he do it again?
No. Like that, no. That's only the second time
Can he
he's thrown
keep
5
it?
touchdown passes.
Yeah. So can he keep it consistent?
I saw a
No.
pretty funny
I don't
meme.
think so.
It was a Jameis Winston standing on the sideline, kind of looking all confused. Jameis Winston watching Aaron Rodgers play like Jameis Winston.
Well, I mean, Aaron Rodgers had 2 picks.
I know.
Did you guys see his post game interview?
No.
Winston's?
Dude, the guy is a clown.
Really?
The guy's a clown. He's sitting there and he's like, yeah, like they came out and we did what we had to do, and it's just like my trainer told me. Wait, what did he tell me? No, we just had to go out and stay focused. That's what it like.
Look,
Like, the second most shocking thing to me, which it actually wasn't very shocking because I called it. Okay.
What?
Trevor Lawrence looked like ass. Okay. It's a hard statement to me. He looked like that because
Go on.
But-
Before you go
oh,
on,
man.
Zach Wilson didn't look much better, but it wasn't Zach Wilson's fault.
Yeah, that's
so
what I
how
was
much
gonna
of
say,
a
that's-
fault? How much?
no, did you
It's the fault
see
of
okay, yeah.
Trevor Lawrence.
Did you watch the interceptions that he threw?
No,
Oh my gosh.
I guarantee
they were
terrible.
they were
but
such
Zach
bad
Wilson,
misses.
how many did he have? 1.
He had one interception and it wasn't
We
like
all called
you
it.
have to go watch
Dude,
have to go watch those interceptions
Did we
because
not all call that
I'm-
Trevor
I'm
Lawrence was
talking-
going to suck?
He-
I'm talking that he
That
threw,
he had the most potential. Yeah.
he threw them
to suck.
To
Not
suck.
to be
the
good.
other team. To the other team. No one on his team was in the vicinity.
But then again, my point is, how much of a fault is that? Because I get
No,
that, but was he
you gotta watch him.
pressured? Like,
no, you
what-
gotta watch him.
First regular season loss.
Yeah,
Trevor Lawrence.
It's true.
We
But
all
no,
knew it was coming.
he did. He also did. Throw,
Can you imagine if they went undefeated this year?
Oh my gosh! Oh
That's
my
like-
gosh!
He was like, okay, what crossroads did you go to
100%.
when you were 12 years
Oh
old?
my gosh.
Anyway.
No, he did throw 3 touchdown passes and he threw for like 350 something yards. So he did
He
look
has
good.
potential.
He figured it out. He did figure it out, but like if you see the interceptions, like they're really, really bad. Like it's not like it went off the receiver's hand or the receiver was close. They just
Did he play at all in the preseason?
No.
Yeah,
Yeah. He
yeah.
played all games.
And he didn't look like super.
Well, yeah, and
either.
you know, like you were saying, Zach Wilson didn't look great, but
All 5 rookies did have
playing time.
a score.
Mm-hmm.
They scored some sort of points.
So
none of the 5 quarterbacks really did anything spectacular.
The Jets looked garbage.
Or 6.
They looked
Like
horrendous.
their offensive line did not give him any time.
If you have
Oh
a decent
my
offensive
gosh.
line, Zach Wilson looked
Good.
way above average.
Because he threw some bad passes, but if the Jets are
Yeah.
playing well,
And
then
that was
those bad passes
that
are
was
okay.
the hard thing to
did
watch,
they
but
play?
that was also the Panthers.
Okay.
That was also the good thing to hear
they
from.
still almost won.
That was also the good thing
Yeah.
to hear from the announcers was them realizing that he had no protection.
Oh,
They weren't
I mean,
trying
I
to
don't.
pin it on him, which was nice
It's-
because most announcers will go after the rookie and say it's your fault. But
It's
they
been a long
realized-
time since I've watched a game that has had an O-line play as bad as the Jets played. That was
It's bad.
so
Oh my
bad.
gosh. It's
I
horrible.
felt so bad for Zach Wilson because man. Can I also throw out real quick the fact that Trey Lance was born 3 weeks after Tom Brady was drafted into the NFL.
That's ridiculous. Hang on. Can we go to
the Ravens and the
Justin
Raiders.
Fields?
Oh.
He needs to play. I know he played like 2 snaps. He needs to play because
Andy Dalton did just fine.
I think he did. I think Andy Dalton did.
He's
fine,
playing
too.
against the
I don't
Rams
care.
defense. He did just
if
fine.
you
He's
can't
not
beat,
gonna,
hang on,
he's
hang
not
on,
gonna
hang on,
start.
time out,
No,
time
no,
out,
no,
time
no,
out,
no.
time out, time out.
Justin,
Time out.
no, don't you dare.
Development.
If you
Don't you
can't,
dare.
Development.
Don't you
If you
dare say
can't-
that Justin Fields would have beat
No!
that team. Okay.
if you can't beat the best team, how do you expect to do anything that season? You can't say, "Oh, he played just fine playing against
Wait, hold on,
the
wait,
Rams
whoa, whoa, whoa,
defense."
That's
Hold on.
backwards. That's backwards. If
No,
you can't beat the worst
yeah.
team, then how do you expect to
If
do
you can't be
anything?
the best-
If
No,
you can't beat the
my
best
point-
team, you're
no,
not
no, no.
expected to beat the
My
best
point
team.
is if you have aspirations to win a Super Bowl, then you can't go into a game and say, "Well, he played just fine, even though he got smacked by them."
Week
Development.
one.
played
It was
just
week
fine.
1. It was week 1.
Development.
It was
But
week
you-
1.
you-
He
do you
played
see what I'm saying
for
there,
week
though?
1. He played just fine.
I think
He's
I
with
honestly
a new team.
I think
He's with a
Andy
new
Dalton out of the games that I watched, Andy Dalton was above average.
I don't think
played just
he
fine.
did. Honestly, personally, what did he do that was good? Justin
I don't
Fields
think
had
he
one
did
of the
anything that he-
He
touchdowns.
didn't
I
do
don't think he
anything
did
good.
anything.
He just did.
I don't think
Justin
he
Fields
did
had one of the
okay.
touchdowns.
I don't know that.
He
And
played good.
They
I don't
brought
think that-
Justin Fields in on the second play of the game.
But
for
that
a
was just
design play for
Yeah.
Justin
Exactly.
Fields.
to get him a touch to a design play and just.
Here's
to
my
start
thing with the Bears. Yeah,
Here's
I don't
my-
understand with the Bears right now. Why is Justin Fields not playing? Because they just want to make sure that he's not going to get hurt in
Oh, I
early
don't-
on in his.
Which
you
I
know,
think
season.
is dumb.
In one of my,
I don't
one of the-
understand it. Why'd you draft the dude if
Yeah.
you're just going to put him on the
Well,
bench?
here's the
because
thing,
you don't want to hurt
But
him.
here's the thing. Remember,
he
and they
probably
mentioned
he
this in the
honestly
game.
probably is a better quarterback than Andy Dalton.
But they also mentioned this
So-
in the game. They picked up Andy Dalton before they knew they would get the chance to get.
Yeah,
But that's fine.
still,
but if
that's
you're gonna
fine.
pick a quarterback
so, like,
that high,
he
but
should be starting.
Andy Dalton.
He should be starting until he doesn't do good, and then you put Andy Dalton.
No,
in.
I think
it
it's
should
the
be
opposite.
reversed. No,
I think
what
it's
they're
the
doing
opposite.
now, it should be the opposite.
I think
especially
what
early
they're doing,
on.
No, I think it's the
Well,
opposite
there's-
of what you're saying because I think it's okay. We picked this guy up, not knowing that we were going to even have a chance at a high pick. So let's see what he can do. And obviously, it's not like they just
I do it completely
no,
reverse.
I as long as Andy Dalton won the position in
I
the
don't think he
offseason,
did.
I don't. We were in
well,
there
there was
though.
there was
right?
2 reasons that I've heard that are the 2 biggest speculations. One is that they promised Andy Dalton games,
It could
which
be.
I think even if you did, if you go out and draft a quarterback at number 11, you're promising him
no,
games.
yeah,
No,
but
okay, sorry. I shouldn't say you're promising games, but
if
an expectation for a fan base or whatever it is that you're drafting him to make your
I don't.
No,
I
it
don't
was.
think
It
so.
was though. It was the expectation because Justin Fields did come out and say that. Like he
But
did come out and say they were talking about it during the game, which is actually pretty cool of him to say. Where they were saying like Andy Dalton comes out on the field
And they were booing him.
the fans are booing, right? And he's just like, stop doing that.
Cheer for whoever's on the
cheer
field.
for whoever is on the field. It doesn't matter because we're trying to win. So stop doing what you're doing. But if you're the Packers, right? You draft a quarterback high, but you have Aaron Rodgers. But you're not gonna sit here and say that Andy Dalton is an elite quarterback. He's not.
No, but you also not going to say that Justin Fields is yet.
No,
But he has
but you
the
also
potential to be,
drafted
'cause you
him
don't
that
know.
high.
But so does Andy
So you
Dalton.
put no,
because
he's
Andy
shown that he's
Dalton's already
not.
shown that he doesn't have.
And
the
he was a
potential to
backup
be.
last year
But
with
you
been a
could say the
backup.
same. But you could say the same thing about Matt Stafford. Not the backup part, right? You could have said the same thing about Matt Stafford.
No,
But he wasn't a backup.
I know he wasn't a
He
backup.
hasn't been. Andy Dalton already was. So why are you gonna?
Okay. Perfect example. Tom Brady.
Yeah, but
He was a backup, right? He was picked 199th as a consolation.
Yes,
whatever.
but Andy
so
Dalton
Mahomes
has
was
been
same
in the league.
position that
As who?
Tom Brady was, because he
No.
didn't start. Listen, the coach that was not the same position, obviously, because Patrick Mahomes was a better quarterback coming out of college. But the coach that is on the
You don't
Bears
have to
right
do
now,
that. He was a better quarterback coming out of college.
Patrick
but
Mahomes,
Tom Brady did what he did.
the
and
coach
he's
on the
doing
Bears
what he's
right
done.
now was
Nobody
on the staff
started
when
a deeper
Patrick
hole than Tom Brady.
was on the staff when
100%.
Patrick Mahomes sat a year. So in my head, he's trying to do the same things with Justin Fields.
It's possible.
Obviously,
Who
it
did he
happens
s-
with
but
quarterback.
no. Who did the Chiefs have? Who was he the backup to?
But wait, what about this? Hold
At
on.
that time, Alex Smith was elite.
Okay, but what about
So
this?
you're telling me
I
that
understand that,
you're
but my
it's
point is
Real-
the fact that I understand Andy Dalton is not Alex Smith.
No.
But the coach probably has the same mindset of give him a year to develop
Yes.
under a quarterback and then put
Reverse
him in.
it.
I look at what happened last year with the Chicago Bears. They had Mitchell Trubisky,
Trubisky.
who was nothing special, right? He was drafted above Patrick Mahomes, all these people, and turned out to be nothing special.
Mm-hmm.
They bring in Nick Foles.
Poor guy.
And
Oh,
in
man.
my head, I
Poor
look
guy.
at it as they're doing the same thing this year that they did last year, which was they're doing the same thing. They should be doing the same thing this year that they did last year. Play Mitchell Trubisky until he doesn't play well, then put Nick Foles in.
Honestly, the way I see it, this is one of those situations where, depending on why they're doing it, it could be the best decision that the Bears make for their future, or it could be the
Or
worst.
Yeah. Well,
We won't know until or it could just be like, whatever happened there, right? Like it could just be nothing. It could just fizzle out. I don't know.
New York
Thursday
and
night.
Washington.
Thursday night football is gonna suck this week.
Who is it?
Giants and the Washington football team.
Okay.
You got the Rams, the Colts, Bengals, Bears, Texans, Browns, Bills, Dolphins, Patriots, Jets, Niners, Eagles, Raiders, Steelers, Saints, Panthers, Broncos, Jags, Vikings, Cardinals, Falcons, Bucks, Cowboys, Chargers, Titans, Seahawks,
Like a
Chiefs,
really
Ravens.
To be
Boring
honest,
yeah,
the only
of
game
football.
that there could be an upset,
Chiefs,
like
Ravens.
Yeah. Other than that, the
Lions,
other games
Packers.
just kind of seem like
Chiefs Ravens
Yeah,
will
I
probably
mean,
be the most interesting.
You're
game.
right. You're right. Every game,
the matchups
there's
aren't
a
great.
clear win. Like there should be a clear win.
But there's the thing. It could. I mean, that could
But
be what
even
turns
then,
around
I
this
can't.
week.
But I
I
will-
can't predict a bigger upset though because I don't see.
Well, not even that.
The
If
teams
a
that are
team-
supposed to win losing.
But if
Well,
okay,
not even that.
Rams,
If a
if they
team-
lost,
If a team that's supposed to win loses, I wouldn't be super surprised with a lot of these games.
yeah,
Is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Other than like the Rams
yeah.
the Browns.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Browns should handle.
this will
it.
Other than that,
this
it's
will
like
be a
if they
very
lose, they
interesting
lose.
week because again, the schedule sounds really boring, but at the same time, it has a lot of potential to have a lot of upset.
Last
and it does
question for
not.
me.
It does.
It's
Last
just
week's
fine.
Super Bowl pick, right?
Uh-huh.
Is it changed this week?
No.
It hasn't changed for you. What was your pick?
What was your?
So I said actually
Did
yes,
you say Bucks
because
Chiefs?
I said Bucks
Yeah.
Chiefs or Green Bay and Chiefs.
Yeah. Now you're just saying
You think Bucks
Chiefs?
Chiefs still?
Yes.
So it's either Buccaneers or Rams and then the Chiefs.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine. Because I don't think I made a pick.
No.
this week.
So who's your pick?
Ooh, I mean Rams. I think easy for NFC.
So obviously
If the Bills step it up, it could be them. I think there's potential for them to step it up, right? Because they're better than what they showed.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I think it's Chiefs or Bills, and I think it's Rams or Bucks.
To me, right now, it's the Rams and the Browns.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah.
understand how you can.
With Odell, they beat them.
Honestly, I don't want to see the Chiefs. I heard
No.
it. The Chiefs are the new Patriots.
Yeah.
In my opinion,
Yeah.
for me, right?
Where you
Personally,
just don't want to see him in there
don't.
anymore.
I don't want.
to.
I do like the Patriots are now just old news. Brady's gone.
Yeah.
But now that they're just kind of old news, the Chiefs or the Patriots, I don't
Yeah.
ever want to see them in the Super Bowl.
No,
Ever.
I agree.
Because
I don't agree with that.
All right, everyone. There you have it. Thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed. Again, please like and subscribe if you did enjoy. And let us know what you think down in the comments. Till next time.